Sean Myrie. Please like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Yeah, breaking news, breaking news. The U.S. seizes a Russian tanker near Venezuela or around Venezuela, right? It attempted to evade, naval forces weeks ago. So now news is coming out that they basically been seeing a lot of kind of funny business going on, but that's business. Russia has business with Venezuela. They didn't say that they didn't have any business with Venezuela. So what is this? They're putting out something. It's an agenda saying that Russia, right, which we all know already, if you're into this, is with Venezuela. Been doing business with Venezuela. Nothing's wrong with that, right? Before this attack, it was normal for Russia and China to have business with Venezuela. Now they're talking about this oil tanker. They spot an oil tanker weeks ago. So Trump's looking on that and he doesn't like it. Trump's looking on that and he doesn't like it. Guess what? Russia was doing this a long time ago with Venezuela. You're going to see other tankers, maybe. It's not just Russia. People are making it like it's only Russia that has done business with Venezuela. Let's see how much countries have uh, done business deals with Venezuela. Obviously, if they have one of the most richest oil reserves in the world, you're gonna have business deals, right? So that the president Nicolas Maduro, he was doing business with everybody, but America did not benefit from that, right? So people are mad, they're in their feelings right now. I'm talking about the American government. Well, they don't care anymore. Actually, this is like a victory for them. But before, they're in their feelings that they weren't benefiting from Venezuelan oil. They weren't getting the deals what they want, right? Obviously, that's why they had attacked Venezuela. So this breaking news is really just something they're putting out there as a distraction. They knew weeks ago they knew what was going on, right? So now they attack they attack Venezuela because they're seeing, well, Trump is seeing that Russia is benefiting from Venezuela, so he wants to cut that off. That's what he's doing. He wants to cut it off from Russia. He wants Russia to have to deal with America for oil. He doesn't like that Russia's coming all the way from Russia and they're all the way in near Venezuela or in Venezuela doing business with the oil. So that now, look at this. They want people to know this now. And they knew about this weeks ago. Think of it. America was seeing this weeks ago. And now you're hearing about this now. Only because there's a conflict, you're hearing about this. It's the only reason you're hearing about this is a conflict. Just read it. Breaking news. U.S. seizes Russia oil tanker linked to Venezuela that attempted to evade U.S. naval forces weeks ago. So weeks ago, they knew about something going on with Russia, but they're showing you now that they seized the oil tanker. What happened weeks ago? Who was on that oil tanker? They're saying it's empty. They're saying there's nobody on that oil tanker but the U.S. military. That's what they're saying. They're saying it's empty and there's nobody else but them on that. You got to check that out, right? So something's going on. Something is definitely going on. Something's not right. That America's telling you this story right now. Why is America telling you this story? Hmm? Why is America telling you this story right now? And it's weeks ago they knew about this. You got to really ask yourself. A lot of funny business is going on right now. Lots of funny business. And this breaking news, you're going to hear more breaking news like this, them finding things like this. Because as you read it, read the headlines, what it's saying. Evade. So they're trying to evade, hide from Americans. That's what they were doing. Remember, it's big. It's big, the ocean or wherever, right? So they're saying this oil tanker was trying to evade the American military. I didn't know that Russia and America are at war. I thought these guys are good. I didn't know they're at war. So they're saying that Russia is breaking some type of law. I don't know if it's international law or whatever. They're saying it's unmarked. It's an unmarked oil tanker. So when they're saying it's unmarked, saying that it's not legal to be doing what they're doing, right? So America is stopping a lot of business right now, right? And he's stopping it for Putin. If this is true, if this is a true story, and if this is a Russian oil tanker for real, it's like they got something up on Russia, saying that Russia's kind of guilty. But what? Guilty of what? They've been doing business with Russia, Venezuela. They've been doing business with them. And it's who else is doing business with them? China. So they just want to stop shit, man. This is like a new, like a pirate. That's what Donald Trump is. Donald Trump's like a pirate right now. He's taking whatever he sees, right? Collecting it, right? He's a pirate. Pirate Trump. Because right now he's in control of Venezuela, pretty big country with a population. Imagine no government is controlling that country right now. No government. He kidnapped the government. He captured the government. That's what Trump has done. I don't think it's really getting in people's heads. He captured the government. So that military down there can't do nothing, right? I heard the night when they attacked, they had these special forces called the Night Hawks. Listen to that. The Night Hawks that went out and blasted what they needed to blow up. The Night Hawks. You see that name? So Russia now, they're trying to shame. I don't know if this is a good strategy, how they're trying to shame Russia. Nah, it's not good, man. Trying to give you guys some news what not everybody's talking about. But yeah, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. This news is just breaking right now. It's just breaking. People are just finding out about this. This is just to shame Russia, right? But sometimes this is not a good thing to talk about because then out in the universe, it might be a bigger conflict, right? Might be a bigger conflict. This is like monopoly. So Russia is in Ukraine right now fighting. America, Ukraine wants them to support them. Ukraine wants America to support them, fight against Russia, and they've been doing it. And now you're putting out that you seized one of their oil tankers. This sounds like World War III already. This is like World War III. It's already World War III. First, the economic tariffs. He puts tariffs on China and I think Russia. So by doing that, economically, he's screwing up their society, right? And now he's cutting them off from the oil. I don't know if he's doing that. Well, he's kind of screwing with China in a diplomatical way, but he's cutting off the oil contracts and the tariffs are still on. You got to think of it. He has the tariffs, and that affects the oil. So putting the tariffs plus capturing a place, one of the biggest oil reserves in the world, then the monopoly changes, right? America benefits. So he's a cowboy too. Trump's a cowboy too, and a pirate. He's doing all types of things, and he doesn't care. So right now, they just put out there in social media. They didn't have to do it, but a couple weeks ago, they seen an oil tanker that's linked to Russia. They seen an oil tanker that's linked to Russia. That's what they're claiming. And nobody is on it now. No one's on it. So who was moving that oil tanker? Where did they go? Where did all the people go who was on that oil tanker? Right? It's been traveling for a good while from Russia to Venezuela. Just look on the map. from Russia to Venezuela. It's been traveling for weeks, weeks. Or is it from Venezuela to Russia? It could be that. They came from Russia and leaving Venezuela. So I think it's like that. It came from Russia, the oil tanker, and then it was on its way to leave. So it makes you wonder what happened to the people. That oil tanker came from Russia. So that had to be a weeks and weeks and weeks. I don't know how long it takes for an oil tanker to reach a destination. The world is big. So from Russia to Venezuela, just say it took 2 months, 2 months to come, right? Or a whole month. And then when it was leaving, it takes a couple weeks to kind of disappear from that area where South America is. So they caught them. That's what America's trying to say. We caught one, but they're not guilty. Guilty of what? He was doing business with them. So it's kind of weird that they're putting this story out after they're saying they know about this oil tanker coming from Russia or is associated with Russia for weeks. Why are you telling us this now? They want to make Russia look bad. Now, it's not just an economical war, it's a social media war now. You have to check it. Even if it's fake news or real news, you're hearing things like this. You're hearing Russia saying, yo, release Nicolas Maduro. And you're hearing all these other world leaders saying the same thing. And how do you know? Social media. That's the news right now. Like you're watching this, right? Content. That's what we call it. So now Trump is playing his cards everywhere, right? He doesn't care. Like I said, he's old and he has 3 more years of terror, right? On the world, he's going to put. So now Putin is going to, I wonder if he's going to respond about this. I wonder if it's true. Is it real? Is it a real Russian oil tanker? I want to know, is it a real Russian oil tanker or is it fake? Because they can make shit up. The government can make shit up. Can't trust everything what they say, right? People can make stuff up, man. Can't trust everything what they say nowadays, including the government and social media. There's a lot of fake news, and sometimes the fake news looks like it's really real news, and the real news, if what you think is real, is fake. So, like this, for example, let's see how the algorithm goes. Breaking U.S. seizes Russian oil tankers. So now Russia, are they gonna admit that it's theirs? Will they admit it? Are they gonna say it's their oil tanker? Or if they say no, imagine if they say no, that it's not theirs. That'll be something because so far, just hearing that America seized some oil tanker, don't know if it's fact, right? Because social media could put up anything like this. They knew about it for weeks. You're telling me America knew about an oil tanker for weeks and never done anything until they're telling you after they attacked Venezuela. They're telling you after so they're saying, yo, Russia's close by, right? Russia's close by. We gotta do this. We gotta tell people they're close by to make people scared that Russia has. That's how close they could come. That's why we're doing this. Make American people feel safe. Said, oh, that's why they attacked. Okay, that's why they attacked because Venezuela's working with Russia, and Russia is our ex-enemy and shit, and giving them a lot of riches, like oil. Whatever deal you guys are doing is a threat to America, America. But anyways, you're gonna see this news if it's real news going viral, going everywhere, all over social media. Videos, there's videos of it. They actually have videos and footage of it, right? I think this is just a little picture of like the military going up on the boat, right? It's black and white, but guaranteed you'll see the full video. Check CNN, check all your news outlets. You'll see this going on. right? If it's real news, right? So they seize a Russian oil tanker, right? Okay, that's big news. But people, please subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. I'm out.